Always vote for principle, though you may vote alone, and you may cherish the sweetest reflection that your vote is never lost. We have no government armed with power, capable of contending with human passions unbridled by morality and religion. Our Constitution was made for a moral and religious people. It is wholly inadequate to the government of any other. The highest glory of the American Revolution was this: it connected in one indissoluble bond the principles of civil government with the principles of Christianity. Idleness is sweet, and its consequences are cruel. Duty is ours, results are God's. I have to study politics and war, so that my sons can study mathematics, commerce, and agriculture, so their sons can study poetry, painting, and music. America is a friend of freedom everywhere, but a custodian only of our own. Those who take oaths to politically powerful secret societies cannot be depended on for loyalty to a democratic republic. From the experience of the past, we derive instructive lessons for the future. There are 3 points of doctrine, the belief of which forms the foundation of all morality. The first is the existence of God. The second is the immortality of the human soul. And the third is a future state of rewards and punishments. Suppose it possible for a man to disbelieve either of these 3 articles of faith, and that man will have no conscience. He will have no other law than that of the tiger or the shark. The laws of man may bind him in chains or may put him to death, but they never can make him wise, virtuous, or happy. I speak as a man of the world to men of the world, and I say to you, search the Scriptures. The Bible is the book of all others, to be read at all ages, and in all conditions of human life, not to be read once or twice or thrice through, and then laid aside, but to be read in small portions of 1 or 2 chapters every day, and never to be intermitted, unless by some overruling necessity. America does not go abroad in search of monsters to destroy. She is the well-wisher to the freedom and independence of all. She well knows that by enlisting under other banners than her own, were they even the banners of foreign independence, she would involve herself beyond the power of extrication in all the wars of interest and intrigue, of individual avarice, envy, and ambition, which assume the colors and usurp the standards of freedom. Whenever vanity and gaiety, a love of pomp and dress, furniture, equipage, buildings, great company, expensive diversions, and elegant entertainments get the better of the principles and judgments of men and women, there is no knowing where they will stop, nor into what evils, natural, moral, or political, they will lead us. Find a mission that you can give yourself over to, and then spend your days moving that mission forward. Man is made so that when anything fires his soul, the impossibilities vanish. The influence of each human being on others in this life is a kind of immortality. Individual liberty is individual power. Every temptation is an opportunity of our getting nearer to God. The declaration that our people are hostile to a government made by themselves, for themselves, and conducted by themselves, is an insult. All that I am a mother made me. All men profess honesty as long as they can. To believe all men honest would be folly. To believe none so is something worse. The experience of all former ages had shown that of all human governments, democracy was the most unstable. fluctuating and short-lived. Whoever tells the best story wins. There is such seduction in a library of good books that I cannot resist the temptation to luxuriate in reading. I would much rather be found guilty of making a serious mistake in judgment than to be accused of being even a little bit insincere. The laws of man may bind him in chains or may put him to death, but they never can make him wise, virtuous, or happy. I am a warrior so that my son may be a merchant, so that his son may be a poet,